So who controls the narrative? I believe it's the person painting the picture. Because after all, the picture tells the story. The question is, which story does it tell? Da Vinci is widely regarded as one of the greatest artists to ever pick up a paintbrush and paint a picture. But whose picture does he paint? And what does this picture really mean?
It really hurt me when they killed Stan. Nobody knew who to shoot. We ain't even have a plan. He sold me my first gun. He held my first son. If I was with him shooting it out, bitch, we the one. I shed tears for my niggas who ain't here. They tattooed and spit that real shit to remember him. Bitch, I'm that dude. Catch a op and spit on his baby daughter. I'm that rule. Right at 3 o'clock, as soon as he get her out of school. You killed my dude. I don't give a fuck about you. I hope somebody killed you in case I know.
A false narrative is one in which a complete narrative pattern is perceived in a given situation, but it is not an actual narrative at work in the situation. The perception of a false narrative can be due to insufficient or inaccurate information, or to insufficient or inaccurate assessment. The creation of a false narrative can be due to naturally occurring narrative patterns, transient contextual framing, inadvertent presentation, or intentional deception.
What up, dog? Welcome to my sister channel, man. Up for Debate TV too, man. I'm gonna move a little bit different over here, man. I ain't cutting nobody's shit, no clips, none of that, no vids of nobody else. Fuck all that. Cause that's what got motherfuckers trying to take my shit down over there. You know what I'm saying? The powers that be is trying to take my shit down over there. You know what I'm talking about? That ain't gonna happen over here, my nigga. You feel me? I ain't giving them no reason to do that dumb shit. You feel me? But dig this here, man. If you over here, like, share, subscribe this shit, man. Subscribe to the channel, man. Like I said, this is my backup channel, man. The powers that be over there screwing with that one and shit. Let them do what they do. You know what I'm saying? If that's what they want to do, that just show how weak them motherfuckers is to me. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? But let's get into this, man. Who controlling the motherfucking narrative, my nigga? You know what I'm saying? Who controlling the narrative out here, man? It's often the motherfuckers that paint the picture. You watch Law and Order? Dick Wolf, he paint the picture for you. So he controls the narrative, man. Special Victims Unit. You're going to see a bunch of special victims in this shit because that's the narrative. You know what I'm saying? Da Vinci painted The Last Supper. But whose picture did he paint? You feel me? Who are those men in that picture, man? Because that can be decoded and has been decoded. So who told the story that the picture was drawn upon? You feel me? That's what's really going on out here. You know what I'm saying? Who was trying to control the narrative? Who was trying to make Richard Porter a goddamn the Prince of Peace? Goddamn Louis Farrakhan or something? You know what I'm saying? Who trying to sweep all the dirty shit that he did under the rug? Who don't want you to know about the murders and everything else that this man was capable of and committed and shit like that? They just want you to know, oh, he was a great man. He gave out turkeys on Thanksgiving and paid for people health care and shit. You know what I'm saying? Who want to do that? We're going to discuss that right now. You know what I'm saying? Because the Beat 139, what's her name? Justina the Beat 139, interviewed Justina and she had a lot to say in regards to Donnell, you know what I'm saying, and Rich. And she says that these are first-hand accounts, meaning that she was there, she's witnessed certain shit that a motherfucker can't tell her she didn't witness. Now, before I get into what she said, like I said, who's controlling the narrative? The people that would like to control the narrative and make him the Prince of Peace and all this extra shit that they want him to be or whatnot, or all in the comments talking about, oh, give her a half ounce or something. She fiending. She a dope fiend. She looking bad out here. And this and that and the other, trying to make her a crackhead or something like that for having the views she has. She don't look like a fiend to me. She look like Whitley Gilbert. It's a different world. You know what I'm saying? I could be wrong, but that's who she reminds me of, Whitley Gilbert from a different world. You know what I'm saying? Not a bad looking woman at all. It's just who's controlling the narrative. The people that's trying to control the narrative would like you to think she's a dope fiend or some shit like that because she said her truth. Now, I ain't said the truth. I said her truth. She's telling her truth, her first-hand account of shit that went on. You know what I'm saying? And I did. She says Donnell Porter sold drugs. Boom. What? That shit blew my mind. Boom. He sold drugs. She said he wasn't 11, he was 13 or around 13 because she was around 13 and they went to school together. You know what I'm saying? The movie made him 11, this and that and the other. And people was like, yeah, but you know with movies, they switch the facts and this and that and the other. Blase split. Okay. She said that was a grown-ass boy. He was in the streets making money. He was hustling. They made it seem like he was this timid little 11-year-old boy. She said no. He was out here getting money, hustling. Now, the host, Doc, that is, I ain't gonna call it the host, call him the host. Doc, the host of the Beat 139, one of the hosts at least, says, no, he wasn't hustling. Rich was taking care of him. You got that twisted. She said, no, nigga, I seen it. You can't tell me I got it twisted. I seen it. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you seen it? Because they say Rich was taking care of him and kept him out the way. Now, the same thing Doc says is the same narrative that Ross is painting on a different channel. In one of the episodes, I can't quote which one, the dude Ross says that Rich never let him hustle. Rich never allowed that to happen. Donnell was a kid. He rode a bike and played flag football and shit like that. He wasn't a part of the streets. That's why, who's controlling this narrative? 2.0 on Up for Debate TV 2. You know what I'm saying? Is it the family? Is it his friends that would like for you to believe that he was Saint Rich? You know what I'm saying? Is that what it is? Are these the people putting out these things? Because it's seeming kind of crazy. Because once you peel the layers back, the onions start to stink. People's eyes start crying. You know what I'm saying? Real shit though. You feel me? Once I'm peeling this onion back and then peeling it. I wasn't even looking for this layer, but I'm like, woo, Donnell sold drugs. Well, let's just think. If he did, who did he do that for? If Donnell sold drugs, who would he have been selling drugs for? Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, I know you thought the same thing. Now, I discussed it with someone else. I even talked to Wifey about it. I talked to Wifey. I was like, you know, if that was the case, then Blase split. She said, yeah, but he could have got work from somewhere else trying to be like his big brother. But the way you people make their names so big in the streets, another dealer would have told him, your little brother trying to hustle for me, right? It would have gotten back to Rich if he was hustling for someone else. So the only feasible explanation for that behavior is that one, he either stole it from his brother and was trying to be like his brother and hustling in the streets, and she saw him hustling some work that he stolen, or he was working for his big brother, hustling in the streets as a young runner. His brother, I was off the porch at 11, 12 years old. My brother off the porch at 12 years old too. You know what I'm saying? It's up for debate. It's up to you. What you think? Get in the comments and let me know. But dig what I'm saying. Now, who's painting the right picture? We got Da Vinci on one side and Da Vinci on the other. Which one of these pictures are accurate? Black Jesus or the white one? You know what I'm saying? Is this the Last Supper or just supper at the Epstein's house? You know what I'm saying? We don't know, nigga. You feel me? All we know is what the artist wants us to see. And that's what he paints in the picture. But it's a lot behind that motherfucker, and that's what we try to decode. That's what we try to see through. You know what I'm saying? Like, they want to make this woman a fiend because she said what she seen. But on the other hand, make this man big him up like he was the lieutenant. You know what I'm saying? Because of the information that's been fed to him. You feel me? By fed to him, I stay, like I say, my people still say they have no idea who this human being is. There are other people that came to the comments and said they do. We do know this human being. He was around in the hallways counting money, or this and that and the other. Well, if he was uptown, according to my people, he wasn't around when things was going down. You know what I'm saying? So, let's just get back into this, man. She also says that Donnell was kidnapped and hospitalized once before he was murdered. by a preacher crew or whatnot. Now that's questionable, but it should be easy to debunk for whoever down there trying to debunk it, because of the hospital records. They would have records of what they'd be on record that I guess she said he was in Harlem Hospital, I believe. That would be on record somewhere. So that's easy enough to debunk for whoever's trying to debunk it, but I will agree that it's questionable. And it's probably one of the things that had them calling her a dope fiend and shit in the comments of the Beat 139. If you haven't seen it, go over there and check that shit out, and then come back and watch this again, and it'll probably make more sense to you. Like I said, I'm not clipping nobody work over here. You know what I'm saying? This is straight talk. You feel me? We're gonna kick it. We're gonna debate over here. That's what we're gonna do. You feel me? So, dig this. The questionable thing that Ross says. Now, I've already questioned Ross several times. Y'all know that if you watch my other videos that M-Rec had taken down because I was probably spilling too much truth out of my mouth. You know what I'm saying? When asked what happened to the spot once Rich was murdered, about 9 minutes into that when they found Rich video, part 7, M-Rec joint. You know what I'm saying? About 9 minutes in, M-Rec asked the nigga what happened after Rich was murdered. He said, exactly. When that's what happened when the spot, what happened to Rich after he was murdered, Ross says, so to speak. He asked him if the shop shut down once Rich was murdered. You know what I'm saying? And he said, yeah, so to speak. Wow. He said, I didn't have nothing and I ran out of work. Now that's questionable. Which spot did you have, my dog? You know what I'm saying? Because I know people that say different. Now that's what I'm saying. Who's controlling the narrative? Who'd like people to think this is going on one way or it went on one way? And in this case, it'd be Ross. He's controlling the narrative right here. Because people that don't know this situation, haven't studied up on it, wasn't around it, didn't live through it, or wasn't down there, this and that and the other, are going to take him at his word because this other dude is saying that this is Rich's lieutenant. When the other people that's saying that he wasn't. You know what I'm saying? And I know people that's saying he wasn't. You feel me? On some real 100 shit. Now, like I said, he said it shut down. Now, Richard Porter's real lieutenant, I believe, took that same block over, right? We talking after he moved from 148th, he came to 132nd, right? Now, this is what my people, my sources, tell me. That's where Rich's whole family was. His uncle, mom, sister, everybody, 132nd. Everybody was in that block, right? You know what I'm saying? Everybody was on that block, right? That's where shit was pumping. They say that's what? Let me make sure I get it right. Because I took notes. You know, I take notes. I'm talking to the folk. I take notes. Let me get it right. He said 132nd between 7th Ave and Lenox. Same block where the garage was, where a lot of Harlem cats used to keep their cars or whatnot. I think the same place Ross said that Rich and Poe bought together because they had so many cars or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Which was another lie, according to my folks. You know what I'm saying? That's the same block where things were still going on at, where shit was still moving at, where the block was still eating after Richard died. I got on high authority that his sister and them was out there while the block was still eating and pumping after Richard died. So you got, on one hand, you got the man that's controlling the narrative, and Ross saying that it stopped. I didn't have no more work, and I ran out of work. Shit stopped. And then my folks on the other hand saying, man, Rich's lieutenant took that shit over. And the block kept working after Rich passed. Everybody was still coming through. Everybody was still out there after Rich passed. That guy don't know what he's talking about. Who is that guy? You know what I'm saying? So you tell me. It's all up for debate. You know what I'm saying? We debating the information that's being made public here. You feel me? So is he being fed information? Is somebody feeding him information to feed the narrative that's already out and Richard is Harlem and everything that was good about Harlem? Is somebody feeding him this information, or is this something that he's seen firsthand? Did she see firsthand that Donnell Porter sold some drugs and that he was out here hustling? She said he had big chains and rings and shit like that, and he was in the game, she saw him hand to hand. You know what I'm saying? Which one do you believe? You feel me? But like I say, the more and more you peel this onion, the more and more that motherfucker stink. And the more and more people's eyes start to crying. And I know their eyes crying because my channel get flagged. I tell too much truth, motherfuckers get my shit taken down. I get all type of backlash, you know what I'm saying? I'm more inclined to believe her because my people done flat out called that man a liar. You know what I'm saying? And from what I understand, called him in quite a few. And this probably another one right here. A bunch of y'all probably about to get in the comments like, hell yeah, it was working, nigga. Yeah, I don't know what he talk. You know what I'm saying? For real. Just the way I feel about it, dog. I mean, really, though. I heard a lot of niggas wanted that block. So if he was really Richard's lieutenant, why would he wouldn't have had no problem getting with the plug and keeping that motherfucker working. You know what I'm saying? He would have had no problem keeping that block alive after Rich passed, unless he didn't want to. And from what I understand, a lot of people wanted that block. It must have been a money block like that. You know what I'm saying? So you decide for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Is he who he says he is? Or is he part of the plan to control the narrative? You let me know, man. This is Decoding Richard Porter 2.0. Excuse me. Ozone O, Up for Debate TV. You already know who it is, my nigga. You see what you see.